Creativity is an addiction. We have got to have it. Everything that we do is connected to creativity, whether it's yours or somebody else's. The question is, what are you going to do with it or the lack of it? Unplugged, because we will always say yes to creativity. Totally Uncut, because we all make mistakes. So turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We have been greeted by the presence of a gray, rainy day. Now, personally, my goal and commitment is to do all I can to be aware of how I'm not going to participate with this gray, rainy day. To recognize the limited light as such, but to not allow it to enter my mind, body, and soul. Here's what research shows. A lack of light causes a drop in our natural serotonin. The reaction to that disrupts our body clocks, therefore our hormones change. This is why I begin every single day igniting the light throughout my house. I've got to be surrounded by light. It's not that I can't create in a dimly lit room. My choice is to gift the inner core with an understanding and a respect through realizing what lowers my levels of multiple moods. Though it is very difficult to always be in a great mood, I just don't want to sell out to being, well, I'm good or I'm okay. Because what that does is that opens the door to accepting even lesser in the days ahead, because no one can predict a series of cloudy days. Hey, it's Arroe. This is The Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer. I put the pen to paper, and then we listen to the atmosphere of all things that are right now. Learning how to trust your writing. A lot of people will come up to me and say, I can't do it, man. I just don't want to be judged by other people. They will want to read what it is that I've written. Yeah, that shows, that they have interest in what you're doing. And if they do bring judgment against you, then stop it. Just say, don't do it. You can read it. Just don't judge it. This is The Daily Mess. Breathing properly while writing. Have you ever thought about that? Because a lot of people don't realize that when we speak, we breathe a lot. We create a lot of sounds from this system that we carry forward. Breathing properly while writing. Just like lifting weights or jogging, being a daily writer requires the right breathing techniques. I've done some digging here, and what I found out is that some writers actually suffer from writing apnea. They stop breathing while pasting thoughts to a page. I've caught myself several times using the air or the lack of air in my lungs to go deeper into a thought and or experience some sort of meditation while I'm doing it. And science has proven that writing actually lowers your stress. In doing so, the goal is to do it by way of stream of conscious, to freeform it, allowing all things around you to move through the moment without bumping heads with the tiny little ego that's living inside each and every one of us. But what about the days when your nose is clogged up? A cold, allergies. I struggle with it all the time. Relying more on mouth breathing. Being aware of how we breathe teaches us to love our creative self. Know that you've got to have air and you've got to have less air in order to travel in there. I'm Arroe, and that's The Daily Mess.